Wchodzimy, dzień dobry, zapisaliśmy Paulinkę na kurs tenisa.
2014. My name is Dr. Keith Coleman. I'm the director of tennis and head pro, and this is my 10th year. I figured my last camp last year was my 50th camp, and so starting on working now to 50 to 100, I guess. But we do want to go over some things with you guys. So we just take a sheet and then pass them around. Again, we welcome you to the camp. We will have 4 more camps this summer. It's 4-day, Monday through Thursday, with Friday as a rain date. If you're not clear about the weather, by 12:30 each day we'll try to make a decision. It says on here 11:30, but we're going to try to do that by 12:30 each day. If the weather's looking iffy, we can get these courts dry in about 45 minutes to an hour. So if it's intermittent showers, we generally try to get these sessions in unless it's just going to rain for 3 or 4 hours continuously. But our primary goal with the Tennis Academy here is for your kids to have fun and for it to be a safe experience. So I hope everyone left a cell phone that you'll be reachable at. Again, in 10 years I've only had to make 1 cell phone call, and that was not a serious incident, but if we can have immediate access to you if we need it, we certainly appreciate that. In terms of the safety piece of this as well, we do ask, and this is a policy of the town's camps, that you come up on the deck and sign them out and then walk them to your car. I know some of the older kids that seems a little like overkill, but this parking lot can get pretty hazardous when people are backing out and you don't have really, again, if your car's not equipped with a camera on the back, it's just hazardous, and we would prefer that you guys come up and sign them out each afternoon. The major focus, again, is for them to have fun and learn to love the game of tennis. We want to try to give them the basics. So they're going to go over the forehand and backhand today, the volley tomorrow, the serve, and then we're going to determine on Wednesday if they're capable of doing match play, because the ones who are at the level where they can do match play, we want them to be able to do that. You're welcome to stay and watch for the academy. We ask that the parents stay either on the deck or sit in chairs around the outside of the fence. It's too distracting for kids this age to have you guys on the court, unless you want to come and take pictures. If you want to come and take pictures, just let me know, and you're more than welcome to come on the court to take pictures. Some of the things that we do will not look a lot like tennis, but we're going to do a lot of things that have to do with your kids improving their spatial awareness, their tracking skills, their court position knowledge, and things like that. In terms of the protocols and procedures, you'll see that we've highlighted number 1 there is to try to be on time. We'll be getting started at 1 o'clock every day. Tomorrow we'll be passing out t-shirts to everyone today. We would ask that all of your children or grandchildren or whatever the relationship is here, that you make sure that they come attired in their camp. And we did change the colors this year. We're going teal and orange. So those of you guys who have been here before and have 10 t-shirts already in your drawer, you'll be getting a different color this year. In terms of preparing for them to come, we want you to start hydrating them about an hour at least before they come. 8 to 16 ounces probably twice during that hour, because if we start hydrating them after they're thirsty, many of you know who play sports, if you wait to start hydrating after you're thirsty, your body can never catch up. So if you can start hydrating them before they get here, we will be taking water breaks every 20 or 30 minutes to keep them hydrated. Certainly campers or students, if you start to feel lightheaded or headache or anything like that, make sure you tell the counselor or the instructor on your court right away, and we'll get you out of the sun. Today we probably won't take any breaks indoors. We'll come up and sit in the shade, but we do keep if we get into the upper 80s and the humidity gets up, we'll take some 10 or 15 minute breaks in the air conditioning. Again, you're welcome to stay and watch. You're also welcome to use our lounge in the back that's air conditioned. Another part of preparation is wearing hats, and certainly wearing sunscreen. We don't want anybody coming back looking like they play for the Boston Lobsters, which is a world team tennis team. Make sure that if anyone forgets the sunscreen, we've got plenty of sunscreen here that we can make sure that they're covered. If you have any medical concerns for your children, please, please, please let us know, particularly related to any asthma or allergies or any other issues in terms of inhalers. Very critical that we know that. If your children happen to have any attentional concerns, please let us know about that. About 4 or 5 years ago, we had 3 kids on the same court who didn't really mesh very well, and I talked to the parents after the camp that day, and they did say, well, each one individually told me that, well, my son does have attention issues. Well, we would tend to not put those on the same court. I'm a psychologist and I work with children for 20 years, so we can try to, again, we want to try to make this a good experience for everyone. And in terms of their court assignments, I'm going to jump down a little bit since I'm already on that track. What we're going to try to do is we have this kind of tenuous balance between their chronological age and their tennis skill. We might get a 9 or 10-year-old who's been playing tennis for 5 years. We might get a 15 or 16-year-old who's just picking up a racket for the first time. So what we try to do as best we can is to keep them with their chronological or developmental age group, while at the same time keeping them with a group that's on par with them in terms of their tennis skill. Now, having said that, the caveat is, if for any reason your child is unhappy with the court that they're on, please don't suffer in silence and Thursday and come and say, my son or daughter had a terrible experience this week, they weren't happy on their court. Talk to me today, and what we're going to do is put them out by chronological age. We're going to assess their ability and then make some movements and adjustments based on their skill level. And again, if they're friends, if they want to be on a court with somebody, we try to accommodate that. But again, we're going to try to do our best to have them placed as accurately as we can. But if there's any questions about that, either see myself or Matt. And most of you know Matt. I've been here 10 years, Matt's been here 6. 7 years. Kelsey's been here 7 years. Kelsey and Matt got their USPTA certification this winter, so we're probably the only tennis camp in a 70-mile radius that has 3 certified USPTA professionals coaching your kids. So again, as I said before, in terms of the weather, by 12:30 we'll be making a decision, not 11:30, it says on the sheet. Parents, again, I ask you about, we will be giving them a snack each day. We try to kind of keep it as healthy as possible. We try to not give sugary stuff, but it's crackers. So if there's any kinds of peanut allergies or gluten allergies, please let us know about that as well. And your children are welcome to bring their own snacks. They do get a beverage that it is sugar-based, so if you prefer them to have something else, they're welcome to bring those in a cooler. And usually it's fine to keep the coolers under the umbrellas. They do fine, or if it does get a little warmer, we can keep them in the refrigerator for them. The last thing that I want to share is that on Thursday, fingers crossed, Thursday, we will be having an award ceremony around 3:30 in the afternoon. And we will be giving out, we'll give out 2 awards, 2 trophies, and that's for the most improved camper or player and sportsmanship. Now, let me be real clear about that for you guys that are in the camp. Most improved does not mean the best player in camp. It means the person who from today to the end of camp shows the most improvement. In fact, you may just be starting as a total beginner today and have never played before, and we've had that on numerous occasions. That person won the most improved award. The sportsmanship award is probably the toughest to give out because we rarely have any behavioral problems. You know, almost every camp, again, we've got 18 now for this camp. There's probably 17 or 8, or all 18 would be suitable for the sportsmanship award. But what we're looking for is that one camper who really stands out, who jumps in to help pick up balls, who's very supportive of the instructor on the court and following those instructions and playing the games, having fun with the games. You know, we don't expect to turn anybody into Nadal or Federer this week, or one of the Williams sisters, or Maria Sharapova, but tennis is a game that you can play for the rest of your life, and we want to start them out with a really fun experience, and we want to do everything we can to make that the paramount for them. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, talk to me personally, talk to Matt or Kelsey, or call us here at the Pro Shop, and we would be glad to speak with you about any issues that you would have concerning the camp. The other thing is to not only do our staff come back, but we get a lot of returnees for campers. How many of you have been to one of our camps before? So we've got, again, probably about half, maybe more than half the group, maybe 2/3 of the group. Hunter, how many camps have you come to?
A lot. I guess probably like 10 years, maybe.
Okay, just about since I started, I've watched Hunter grow up over the last 10 years. So generally, like I said, I hope that's indicative of the type of week and fun that they're going to have with us. So guys, we're going to meet out on the baseline of Court 1 at 1 o'clock every day. So come pick out your racket, come on out here, and we'll try to get started right at 1 o'clock. Parents come around 4 o'clock. If you're going to be late picking your child up by more than 5 or 10 minutes, we do ask that you just give us a call and let us know. It's not a problem. We've got staff that are going to be here until 8 o'clock. We don't want to keep them till 8, but we'll be glad. Now, if you get delayed by something and you're going to be 20 or 25 minutes late, please, it's not a problem, but just let us know so they won't worry. All right? Any questions, parents, that you might have for me or for Matt? All right, guys, let's head on out to Court 1.